Complementary angles. See, as you know that some of the angles is going to be 90 degrees, those angles are going to be complementary. If I give you 40 degrees and 50 degrees, these are going to be complementary because 40 plus 50 is going to be 90. At the same time, if I give you 70 degrees, if I'm asking to find the complementary, usually what will we do? 90 minus 70, that is equals to 20 degrees. Same way, in the trigonometric ratios also there are the complementary ratios. As we know that sine, cos, tan, their reciprocals are going to be sec, cosec, cot, right? And in the same way, in the complementary ratios also, sine ka complementary is cos. Complementary, not reciprocal. And sec complementary is going to be cosec. Tan complementary is going to be cot. Complementary ratio, that is the reason sine, cosine, sec, cosec, tan, cotan. Co in the sense complementary ratio. Reciprocal is different, complementary is different. Reciprocal emo, sine reciprocal is cosec, cos reciprocal sec, tan reciprocal cot. As per the complementary, sine complementary is going to be cos, sec complementary is going to be cosec, tan complementary is going to be cot. And to know this, and we have the four quadrants based on that angles will be changed. All silver tea tan cups. Say it as all silver tea cups. To remember this. Usually, first quadrant consists of 90 minus theta or 360 plus theta. Second quadrant is going to be 90 plus theta, 180 minus theta. Third quadrant is going to be 180 plus theta, 270 minus theta. Fourth quadrant is going to be 270 plus theta, 360 minus theta. These are the four quadrants along with them. Here, all measures, all ratios, sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot. All ratios are positive in the first quadrant. In the second quadrant, I say silver. Silver means it starts with S. What will start from S, Nana? Sine, its reciprocal is going to be cosec. T cups. T starts with tan. T, you can say it as a tan and cot or positive. In the fourth quadrant, cups, it starts with C. Means cos sec positive in the fourth quadrant. Rest all going to be negative. So this is the figure which decides what are the ratios positive in the respective quadrant. In the first quadrant, all are positive. In the second quadrant, sine, cosec positive. In the third quadrant, tan, cot positive. In the fourth quadrant, cos, sec positive. Right? Next, remember, when you have an angle 90 degrees and 270 degrees, means 90 plus or minus theta, 270 plus or minus theta, ratios will be changed. Sine as cos, cos as sec. Sorry, sine as cos, cos as sine, sec as, sorry, cosec, cosec as sec, tan as cot, cot as tan. When you have an angle 90 plus theta or 90 minus theta, 270 plus theta or 270 minus theta. When you have an angle 360 plus or minus theta, 180 plus or minus theta, no change. Sine becomes sine, cos becomes cos, sec becomes sec, cosec becomes cos. No ratio will be changed. When you have the angle 90 plus or 90 minus, 270 plus or 270 minus, then angle becomes a sine means cos, cos means sine, sec means cosec, cosec means sec, tan becomes cot, cot becomes a tan. And this is a way of that. Remember how to do the problem. See, I gave you a question, sine 120 degrees. But we know the value only 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Only these angles we know. But we don't know about 120. So this 120 should be written as among them 90 plus or 90 minus, 180 plus 180 minus, 270 plus 270 minus, 360 plus 360, like that you should write. See, I show you the both ways. Sine 90 plus 30 I can write. Or sine 180 minus 60 I can write. Am I right? 120 can be written as either 90 plus 30 or 180 minus 60. Both ways are correct. Now, I told you just now, when 90 plus or 90 minus, sine becomes as cos. So, now sine becomes as what, Nana? Cos. 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta, which quadrant? Second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sine value will be plus. So, it is going to be plus here. Now, what is here theta? 30 degrees. What is cos 30? Root 3 by 2. Come to this one. Sine 180. I told you 180, 360. No change. So, sine becomes only sine. First, whether it ratio will change or not, decide. Then, decide the quadrant. 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta, which quadrant? Second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sine is going to be positive. Okay, right. So, it is positive. Now, what is your angle here? 60. Sine 60 value how much? Both are same. Is it clear? See, I written you the one more question. Tan 300 degrees. Tan 300 is near close to the 360. Close to the 360. What can I write here? Tan of 270 plus 30 I can write. Because 270 plus 30, 300. Or tan 360 minus 60. Is it correct? 270 plus 30, 300. Or 360 minus 60 also 300. Now come to this position. 270 plus theta, 270 minus theta. What I told you, tan becomes cot, cot becomes tan. So here tan 270, it becomes as what? Cot. So ratio change is decided by this. Next, which quadrant? So decides by signal. 270 plus theta, feel it as a theta. 270 plus theta, 270 plus theta, which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, who are positive? Cos sec. So that is the reason. What will we write here? Minus. Why minus? Because 270 plus theta is permitted to cos sec positive. But what is given in the question? Tan. So answer should be negative. What is here theta? 30. What is cos 30? Cos 30 how much? Root 3. So answer is going to be minus root 3. Take this position. Tan 360, no change. So becomes as tan only. 360 minus theta. 360 minus theta, which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, who are positive? Cos sec. But what is in the question? What is given? Tan. So it should be negative. What is theta? Okay. What is tan 60? Answer becomes same. First, you should decide whether ratio change or not. Second, you should decide which quadrant is. Third, you decide what is angle. Any question you can write. For example, give the textbook once. Such a question is given: sine 30 degrees, cot 50, cos 54 degrees. This is the question. Sine 36, cos 54. Remember, first whenever the unknown angles are given, you should try to whether they are complementary or not. How do you know complementary or not? 54 plus 36, obviously 90. Is it correct or not? 54 plus, obviously these two angles are complementary angles. Right? So what we do, any one of them should be changed, either first or second, not two at once. Either numerator or denominator should be changed. So what I can write, sine 90 minus 54 by cos 54. I show you the both methods. Or sine 36 by cos of 90 minus 36. Just 36 written as 90 minus 54, that's it. But don't change the both at once, either numerator or denominator. Here also, I am giving the other option. Leave the numerator, try to change the denominator. Cos is cos, but in the place of 54, what I written? 90 minus 36. Come back down, sine 90 becomes what, Nana? Cos. 90 minus theta, which quadrant? First quadrant. First quadrant, all are positive. So, answer going to be cos 54 by cos 54. You can cancel. Answer what, Anna? 1. Here, sine 36. Cos 90 becomes what, Anna? Sine. 90 minus theta, first quadrant. All are positive. Next, angle value what? 36. These can be cancelled. Answer what? 1. All these kind of questions should be done. Either numerator should be changed or denominator should be changed, but not both at once. If you change both, what happens? Sine becomes cos, cos becomes sine. Again, same question remains. You never cancel on that. Whenever the complementary questions are given in the fractional form, try to change the numerator or denominator. Anything is correct, either this way or that way correct, but not both to be changed. And some other issues. One of the questions is given like this: tan 48 degrees, tan 16 degrees, tan 42 degrees, tan 74 degrees. He is asking to prove one. In this kind of question, what to do, sir? First, try to sort out what are the complementary pair. Complementary pair in the sense 48 complementary is 42. Am I right? Because 48 plus 42 becomes 90 degrees. 16 plus 74, they are going to be complementary pair because 74 plus 16 is going to be negative, right, together once. So tan 48 in the dot represents into tan 42, tan 16 into tan 74. This is the first step. Next, what to do, sir? Don't change all of together. What are the complementary pair you have selected? Among them, select only one and change. You get my point? First, try to write the complementary pair together. So, this is the complementary pair 1. This is a complementary pair 2. In place of these two, change only one. Either this or this. So, I can write here tan 90 minus 40. Is that correct? In the place of 48, I written 90 minus 42. So don't touch this, leave it. Tan 42, you leave it. Okay, this pair is done. Take this pair. Now this time I am changing this other pair. Tan 16, tan 90 minus 16. Is that correct? Because in place of 74, I written 90 minus 16. Come down. Tan 90. What do you mean by tan 90 becomes cot? Because tan 90 to 70, whenever you find, ratio should be changed. Sine cos, cos sine, tan cot, cot tan, sec cosec, cosec sec. So tan 90 becomes what on a cot. Okay, what is the angle? 42. Tan 42. Tan 16. What is tan 90 again? Cot. Is that clear, everyone? Cot 42, tan 42, tan 16, cot 16. come down, as you all know that cot theta in the sense 1 by tan theta, because cot is the reciprocal of tan. So in place of cot 42, what can I write? 1 by tan 42. This is tan 42. This is tan 16. This is what, Nana? 1 by tan 16. Tan 42, tan 42 cancel. Tan 16, tan 16 cancel. What remain? Only 1. So this is the answer has been proved. Clear? This is the other method. Third question, third type of method is, we have done when fraction is given. We have done when multiplication. Some other questions are like this. Cos 36, cos 54 minus sin 36, sin 54. Asking to prove 0. What to do are these kind of questions? Let's see. Here also any one should be changed. Already you have understood that 36, 54 are complementary. 36, 54 are complementary. Whenever the question is given like this, either change these two and leave these two, or change any one of them. First of all, I will show you the both methods. First, I am trying to change the both. Cos 36 can be written as what? 90 minus 54. Cos 54 can be written as 90 minus 36. Any doubt? Just in place of 36, I am trying to change these ones both. I am leaving the next as usual. Sin 36, sin 54. I am showing the, see, any method you can do in mathematics. I am giving the other option also. Cos 36, cos of 90 minus 36, sin 90 minus 54, sin 54. This is the one. Do you understand what happened? Here I just changed the both at once. I left these two. Here among these two I changed only one. Among these two I changed only any one you can change. Now whether we get the answer same or not, that is the matter. Cos 90 becomes what, Nana? Sin 54. Same again. Sin 36 minus sin 36, sin 54. Sin 54, sin 36, sin 54, sin 36. What will happen, Nana? But because same value minus same value, obviously becomes 0. Come back to this. Cos 36. What it becomes? Sin 36. Why? Cos 90 becomes sin. Minus sin 90 becomes what, Nana? Cos 54, sin 54. Do you get the same answer here? Do you get the same answer? Check it properly. 54 is written as 90 minus 36. 54 is the 90 minus 36. 36 become as 90 minus 54. 90 minus 54 is what, Nana? Sin 90. Is that same or not? Why? Because cos 36, sin 36 is different. Cos 54, sin 54 is different. So whenever additions or subtractions are given, suggested way is change any part at once, so that here you will be getting as a 0. If you wanted to do both cases, try to check. For example, cos 36 you have got. Here also cos 36, sin 36 should be remain same. So instead of getting all confusions, leave this and go through which advanced together till that. These two. Either these two or these two can be changed. Same question, this one. I am leaving cos 36, cos 54, and now I am trying to change this. Sin 36 can be written as 90 minus 54. This one 90 minus 36. In the first case we have changed this. Now we are changing this. What will happen? Cos 36, cos 54. Sin 90 becomes as cos 54, cos 36. Same again. Same value minus same value. What it becomes? 0. When fractions are given, either change the numerator or denominator. When multiplicative value gives you, first try to select the complementary pair. Among the pair, change only one. When addition subtraction is given, change any one part, either first part or second part to be changed. In some other question, what he gives, A comma B comma C are the angles of a triangle. Prove that tan of A plus B by 2 is equals to cot C by 2. This one you need to prove. He said A comma B comma C are the angles of a triangle. In a triangle, what can you do? A plus B plus C is equals to 180. Now I am trying to half. Half in the sense A plus B plus C by 2 is equals to 180 by 2. A plus B plus C by 2 is equal, what do I get? 90 degrees. So now, can I write like this? What we want? A plus B by 2. So, A plus B by 2 plus C by 2 is equal to 90. Any doubt? Just I am splitting the 2 for all cases. Now, A plus B by 2 is equal to what can I write, Nana? 90 minus. Is that clear, everyone? Now, same take here. Tan A plus B by 2 is equal to what? 90 minus C by 2. I wanted to prove cos C by 2. Tan 90, what it becomes? Cot. What is the angle? Over. Sometimes same question will be asked. Sometimes he will be asking to prove tan A by 2 is equals to cot B plus C by 2. Okay, so what will we do? Procedure same, but instead of writing, what do you want? What do you want? A by 2. So what can I write? A by 2 plus B plus C by 2 is equal to 9. I can do it comfortable, you can write anything. So now what happens? B plus C by 2 turns next side. So A by 2 is equals to 90 minus of B plus C by 2. Now take the question. Tan A by 2. Tan. What do you mean by A by 2? 90 minus B plus C by 2. Now tan 90 in the sense? Cot. What is your angle? B plus over. So in the objective type, they may have this type of questions. And the last and the least. Sometimes a question is given like this. Tan 2A is equals to cot A minus 18. He is asking to find out the A value. This is one more complicated method. Listen, he did not mention that about A, what is the characteristic, but he wanted to find out the A value. Either change this or this. Either change this or this. I can write as cot 90 minus 2A is equals to cot A minus 18. Sir, we don't understand, sir. I wanted to write the tan as a cot. So what can I write? Cot 90 minus theta. What becomes? Tan theta only. If not, tan 2A is equals to tan 90 minus A minus 80. Either this or this correct. Either change this or change this. So tan 2A can be written as a cot 90, just 90 minus this angle you write, that's it. Okay, here. Otherwise, tan 2A remains the same. This is your theta. So tan 90 minus theta. Answer should come same. Cot cancel. 90 minus 2A is equal A minus 18. Transform the 8 into this and 2A to this side. 90 plus 18 is equals to A plus 2A. 108 is equals to 3A. A is equal to 108 by 3. 3 3s are 3 6. How much you got, Nana? A value 36 degrees. Check whether this tan cancel. 2a is equals to 90 minus of a minus 18. 2a is equals to 90 minus a plus 18 where I open the bracket. Transform the 8a this side. So 2a plus a 90 plus 18. 3a is equals to 108. A is equals to 108 by 3. How much we get, Nana? 36 degrees. Both answers are same. Sir, will he give only tan? No, sometimes he gives sine also. Same question, he will ask a sine also. The same question, cos 2a is equal to sine. Again prove that, find the a value. Just remember the method. I told you one of the cos to be written in the signs because of you have a sign to the right side. So I can write it as sine 90 minus 2a. Any doubt? Because sine 90 becomes cos again. 2a remains same. Here what? Sine of a minus 18. Sine cancels. What it gets? 90 minus 2a is equals to a minus 18. Transform them. 90 plus 18 is equals to a plus 2a. 108 is equals to 3a. A is equal to 108 by 3. That is equals to 36 degrees. So these are the different methods which will be asking in the complementary. Anything you may ask, and you don't have the more than these methodology in your complementary concepts. See, some other question he given in the example point. Sin A is equals to cos B. Prove that a plus b is equal to 90. Simple methodology. Just now as we discussed. When you have the two ratios equally, change one of them. So I wanted to write sin as cos 90 minus a cos b. Is that clear? Is that clear? Just now I told you. Sin should be written in the cos because of to cancel the cos. So sin A can be written as a cos. Just in place of the 90 minus, you should write as a recipe to change it. Cos cancel. 90 minus A is equal to what, Nana? B. Transform the A to the next side. So tan is equal to what, ma? A plus B is equals to 90. That's it. So these are the methods he is giving in the complementary concept. More than this, they won't ask you anything else. Some other question also is given. Do not try to beautify the question. Try to know the methodology what we are doing. Logic of a question definitely gives to the best performance in maths. Question is this: cos 7a is equal to sin a minus 6. Find the a value. So what do we do? I told you just the same methodology. Cos can be written as a sin. 7a can be written as a 90 minus 7a. Simple trick. Cos complementary sin. 7a complementary is 90 minus 7a. For example, 20 ichadu. Then complementary ela vastunna manam 90 minus 20. Same way, cos complementary is sin. 7a complementary is 90 minus 7a. What do you have here? Sin of a minus 6. Sino cancel. 90 minus 7a is equals to a minus 6. Transform them. 7a comes this side, 6 this side. So 90 plus 6 is equals to a plus 7a. Is that correct? Minus becomes plus, so plus becomes a minus. This is 96. This is 8a. So 8 ones are 8 12s are. So a value how much, Dana? 12 degrees. That's it. So these are all the methods which are given in the complementary concepts. When you are fixed to the question, you cannot do the other question. When you are fixed to the method, any method, see, questions are different, but method is same. The last 4 sums, same methodology. Just you are writing the cos, the ratio should be there as a complementary, angle also should be as a complementary, transforming like a simple equation and doing this. This is a complementary part which is asking in the third exercise. And fourth content, we have the identities that will be performed tomorrow as the next class. Then the topic will get complete. The thing is, I repeatedly telling you, when you are fixed to the question, you cannot do that. But when you are fixed to the methodology, anything you can do. Among the subjects, mathematics is the easiest part when you understand. Among the subject, mathematics is the toughest part when you don't understand. Because you cannot butify it. You cannot butify it. A simple logic I can tell you. Usually, when you are learning in the mathematics earlier stage, you used to learn 6 tables, 10 tables, 15 tables, and 20 tables. No one can learn the 90 table, no one can learn the 80th table and all. But their applications we will be using. You get my point? Tricks, for example, 725 into 13. Same question, 725 into 36. Here you may try to do with the 13th table because of you know the 13th table very clear. So 13 5s are how much, Nana? 65. 13 2s are 26. 26 plus 6, 32. 2 here, 3 comes here. 13 7s are 91. 91 plus 3, how much, Nana? When you know the table, it is easy. Otherwise, what you do generally? 725, 13s are 3 5s are 15, 3 2s are 6 plus 1 7, 3 7s are 21. Put it as 0. Again, 1 5s are 5, 1 2s are 2, 1 7s are. How much you get here? 5, 7 plus 5, 12. It's a 4, it's a 9. Do we get the answer same or not? But here you know the 30 table, you did it. But here you cannot learn the 36 table. What application we will be using? Here more 6 table, here more 3 table. See, 6 5s are 30, 6 2s are 12, 12 plus 3, 15, 6 7s are 42 plus 1, 43. Say it as a 0 or cross, anything you can write. Next, third table 3 application. 3 5s are 15, 3 2s are 6 plus 1, 7, 3 7s are how much, Nana? 21, 0, 10, 7 plus 3, 10, 11, 4 plus 2, 6, 2, 6, 1, 0. What for all this, sir? When you have an application oriented, you can do this. Otherwise, you cannot. See, we have done a like cos 90 minus a is equals to cot a plus 2a is given. Sorry, a plus 30 is given. Here, what application you are doing? Cot cancel. Transforming the equations like simple equation. Plus becomes minus, minus becomes. If you know that, you can do this. Otherwise, you cannot. See, 90 minus a is equal to a plus 30. Transforming the minus to the next set, what it becomes? Plus. Transforming the plus 30 to the next set becomes as 90 minus 30. What is 90 minus 36, Nana? 54. 2a is equal to 54. A becomes what, Nana? Is that clear? So here what application you are using? Simple equation. If you know that, you can understand this. If you do not know, you cannot do this. అందుకే మ్యాథ్స్ ఎప్పుడు కానీ బట్టి సిస్టంలో చేస్తే మనతో అవ్వదు. బాగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. మ్యాథ్స్ ఎప్పుడైనా సరే బట్టి పడితే కుదరదు. See, if you wanted to speak in English, let's give an example. If you wanted to speak in English, first you should know the alphabets. Next you know the word spelling and words, and next framing the sentences and the grammar. Then you can speak in English. Without knowing any of them, you cannot speak properly. ఇక్కడ కూడా గంతనే. అడిషన్స్, సబ్ట్రాక్షన్, మల్టిప్లికేషన్, డివిజన్, సింప్లిఫికేషన్, ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్స్ అన్ని తెలిస్తేనే మనం చేయగలుగుతాం. Keeps on practicing on the paper only helpful. Otherwise it cannot. ఒక ప్రాబ్లం చేసి నాకు వచ్చేసిందంటే కుదరదు. You keeps on doing, keeps on adding. Similar questions ఎక్కడ కనపడ్డా మనం చేయగలిగితేనే చేస్తాం, లేకపోతే ప్రాబ్లం. Tomorrow session we will complete the identities, each and every question which is given the exercise and their applications.